Welcome back, everyone. I'm the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Sengoku Gensokyo. Where we last left off, we couldn't afford paying the stupid bunny anymore, so they declared war on us finally, Entei that is. And we did some stuff with medicine, and then we set a trap to catch Suika, and now we're fighting her. Alright, we don't need you right now, Kokuma. Probably using a bad combination too. That's bad. Well, you're practically dead, Reimu, so let's replace you. Treat. History Concealer. Buffs defenses. And now I'm going to use Cute Trickster. And move her down at the bar, so I have a few extra actions. Hey, missed you. That didn't go well. Great. Well, I was hoping to hit Suika first, but that didn't happen. Doing Cute Trickster. There we go. So yeah, one thing you probably definitely want to do with Kokuma is make her as fast as possible. Oh. Let's go ahead and buff everyone else with Yuka's special ability. Oh great, you advanced. I'll just keep buffing, I don't care. I ain't scared. Good, you can take the hits. Yep, just keep pushing her back. Keen's just gonna soak hits. That's fine by me. I'm pretty sure these buffs don't stack, but I don't have anything else I could do. Oh, there goes Kokuma. Alright. Ow. Go ahead and buff everybody. Alright, we're making progress. Pretty much Marissa's doing all the work, but that's alright. I'm gonna do the special simply because I don't take counterattack damage from it. Oh, there goes you. Hey, Letty. Sheesh. She counterattacked for like 130, even at this strength. Even with that much HP left. That's ridiculous. But we win. Wow. Jeez, couldn't you all have shown a bit of restraint? They achieved victory against the illusionary Oni of terrifying strength, Suiki Obuki. But even though everyone had taken shots at her, she didn't even look even the slightest bit weary. As if we could when fighting someone like you. Anyway, this is the end of the feast, so hurry up and... Ah, wait a sec. What? If you think you can make excuses, well... yeah. She's about there, I guess. She's definitely a lot better than before. It's like she needs, It's like she just needs a little push. Hey, what are you mumbling to yourself about? Yeah, I guess I'll give her the final shove then, huh? Alright, gotcha. Should be fine, I think. Suika had apparently received communication from something, and looked like she was talking to herself. Reimu started to get a bad feeling, but Suika turned to her before it could develop. Ah, sorry, I'm done now. Don't worry about it. All you need to worry about is this. What? Suika had been smiling the whole time, but that smile disappeared from her face that second, causing Reimu to stop in her tracks. Reimu took up a stance to prepare when she noticed something strange. What? What's going on? Did you forget about my power? I can manipulate density. With that, I have cut this space where we exist from the outside through dissipation. In other words, no one outside can interfere, and there's nowhere for you to run. It's an improved version of that ancient barrier of yours. A quick look around the surroundings revealed that Marissa and the rest, despite being so near, looked very far away, and there were no sounds of the wind or nature, let alone voices. Reimu was truly isolated. Suika must have had a reason for doing this, but Reimu could not figure out what it was. Reimu started to feel the pressure from facing off against an Oni under such circumstances. What are you trying to do? When you are facing an opponent who vastly outnumbers you, you aim to eliminate their commander. Basic war tactics, no? You really don't know when to give up. And what have you been talking about all this while? You were talking about me so secretively. Reimu irritatedly tried to cross-examine Suika's incomprehensible attitude, but Suika simply increased the power of her mysterious aura, causing Reimu to wince. It doesn't matter. More importantly, what are you doing? Wouldn't you rather run and spare your life? Run? Don't be silly, I'll finish this by taking out the culprit. She took out several anti-demon needles from her sleeve and threw them at Suika. The needles flew straight right at her, but then, long before they reached Suika, they came to a stop and dropped to the floor aimlessly. What? You really did forget about my power. I simply dissipate the distance between our positions, so you can't reach me now. You can't do anything to me. I really would recommend you to run. You could call it a strategic retreat. No one's coming to help you, and you can't do anything on your own. Humph. You keep talking nonsense. When did I ever ask for anyone to come and help me? Reimu remained stubborn, even with Suika provoking her, but Suika's words only grew even harsher. That comeback of yours is proof that you know nothing at all. It's not a matter of asking for people to help you or not. You're getting really annoying. Just spit out what you want to say already. I'll do it all myself. I don't need anyone else. You're thinking that, aren't you? That is where you have greatly erred. There isn't a single soul who can truly live alone in this Gensokyo. I was waiting for something good. Another silly lecture? How stupid, you should say. Unlock your secret hidden power. Or something like that. Aha, I suppose you have that. But it's not quite what I want to say. You're starting to annoy me. I've got no time for your nonsense. Bring us back already. Go ahead, do it yourself then. For the great, aloof, and resolute Hakurei Shrine Maiden, Reimu Hakurei, this should be nothing, right? Why you? A cursory glance of the surroundings showed Reimu nothing unusual, just a large distance to the outside. If it was a kind of barrier, she could null it simply by touching it, but it wasn't a barrier. She tried to fly towards the rice-grained-like entity that was Marissa in her view. But just like the needles she threw earlier, she could not get any closer. She gave up and turned around to see a grinning Suika. This area is my world. Whatever you try to do, all that will happen is you fluttering around helplessly around me. In other words, I'll have to deal with you. It must be lonely, being by yourself in this world with no friends or allies. No one will come to help you like before. Oh, right, you don't need them. Ah, such a poor little thing. Marissa and everyone else at the shrine think of you as a friend and an ally, but what do you think of them? Stop talking about this crap. You're just trying to guilt-trip me. I sure am. But haven't you ever wondered? Why is it that you don't feel the things that other people feel? What are you talking about? You're under the impression that you're following your own will, but that's wrong. You're being forced to think as you do. I said, what are you talking about? Reimu unintentionally raised her voice. Reimu was beginning to feel the crushing pressure of Suika's words like a weight on her body. You are a Hakurei. Your duty is to protect the barrier that preserves Gensokyo. On the surface, that means you can't let yourself be influenced by others. And that's natural. The Great Hakurei Barrier is the lifeline of Gensokyo. If its custodian got too close to someone, others would find it unsettling. In short, what you think has been your own will has actually all been the will of the Hakurei blood that flows within you. What are you? Stop messing around. My, are you shocked? I can imagine so. You must have been thinking that you were living life the way you wanted, but it's all been decided for you already. Shut up! Shut up! Reimu was flying into a rage, throwing all sorts of needles and cards at Suika, but of course none of them hit their mark. Suika seemed so close, yet so far, and was giving her a smirk with pity in her eyes. The Hakurei blood served as a defense system to protect protect Gensokyo, but in this age where humans and yokai are closer than ever, it is plainly unsuitable. This is the first time that a Hakurei could live among humans and yokai freely, yet the blood of the Hakurei refuses the change. Even you have not noticed it, and that's why I've decided to teach this to you by force. Ugh. Ah! Suika's unearthly aura suddenly floated over, and she attacked Reimu with Danmaku with very few gaps. She barely dodged several of the bullets, but some were unavoidable, and she was knocked away by them. Come on, what's wrong? So you can't do anything on your own, after all. What's the matter? Beat me like you did just a little while ago. You're just... Arg. Suika continued to fire an endless stream of Danmaku at Reimu. Reimu no longer had any hope of standing up to Suika's barrages. It was all she could do just to defend herself. Reimu, no one is telling you to change immediately, but the precious thing's close to you, right next to you. That's all we want you to realize. I'm sure you have the radiance somewhere deep within your heart. You will realize the people by your side calling out your name. My name? Ah! A single large magic bullet struck Reimu directly. As she collapsed to the floor, a single hazy face rose to her consciousness. It was the face of Marissa. It figures that at this kind of time, it's her face I see. Marissa then materialized fully into her view. Marissa, from outside the space that Suika created, was yelling out something. She was so small and far away before, yet now she seemed perfectly normal. What? What are you saying? Boo, wake up. What's wrong with you? Get a hold of yourself, Reimu. Marissa's voice suddenly rang clear and true into her ears, and something stirred within Reimu. A small sphere of light emerged from Reimu's chest and floated in front of her eyes. What? What is this? You forgot about my power again. I don't just dissipate, I gather as well. See, it's starting to gather now. Just as Suika said, tiny spheres of light continued to emerge from within Reimu, emerging to become even bigger and brighter. All the people Reimu had met floated to her mind. She felt a strange, warm glow in her heart. This is... How'd you like it? This light is formed by the radiance of the hearts of everyone in this world with affection for you. Aha, there's so many of them. Before long, the light had been completed. The sphere the size of a fist floated in front of Reimu's chest. She reached out to touch it, and it instantly popped. Ah. You aren't actually supposed to see this kind of thing. Treat it as a special gift from me. Relax, gathering all these lights for you is why I came here. That doesn't matter. How dare you mess with me like that? Ahaha, as long as you're that lively, there's nothing to worry about. Do your best in your Hakurei duties from now on as well. The pressurizing aura that Suika emitted vanished in an instant, and Suika was back to her usual self. At the same time, Marissa rushed over to Reimu's side. The space had returned to normal at some point. Hey Reimu, are you okay? Suika, what the hell were you doing? Marissa, I'm fine. Please don't worry about me. If you say so, but you're acting kinda strange. It's like your entire atmosphere changed. It's just your imagination. And don't say such weird things, it gives me the shivers. Ahaha. Well, there's no rush. Just take it slow and steady. What's she talking about? Just some Oni's psychology. What's that supposed to mean? Well, whatever. Let's clean up this mess. Everyone's gonna pitch in this time. Now let's finish this quickly and go home. Work hard, Sakuya. You should help out too, milady. Though admittedly, it would be silly if you helped out here, but not at the mansion. If it's light, I can handle it. I'll take the empty bottles back then. Yomi, please handle the bags. Yes. A lot of them are empty now, I see. I'll do the sweeping up then. These little ones will have the place clean in a jiffy. Hey, Shanghai, I'm sorry I let you die. And so everyone set off on their own duties to clean up after the end of the feast. Reimu had a glimpse of the brightness of their feelings from their hearts, and the radiance of it made Reimu dim her eyes. Is something wrong? You look like you're finding it difficult to stand. Are you not feeling well? You can go over there to rest if you... Stop. Huh? I demand this cleaning up to stop. Let's start drinking again. Come on, no complaints now. Spread the mats and open up those bags. It doesn't appear to be raining. Well, if Reimu says it's okay, who are we to refuse? You heard her, Yama. Put down those bags. Ah, and go back to Gyokuro to pick up more suitable items for that feast. Ah. Oh well, I suppose they can't be helped. The feast restarted at Reimu's command, and this time it was a true feast, uninfluenced by Suika in any way. Suika looked on happily as the preparations began anew. Hey, if you don't come quickly, there'll be no more food left for you. Ah, okay, I'm coming. You're watching, huh? I don't know if they're what you expected, but they're a great bunch all the same. Your beloved Gensokyo is in safe hands here, at least. And Rainbow will always be at the center of it. Suika looked up at the dazzling sun, shining its rays of light gently on the girls, then went off to join the party. Reimu's story has been cleared. Suika Obiki has been taken prisoner. So all those events, you have to have the feast trigger at least 3 times. You also have to have the conversation with Shikieki, so you actually have to recruit her, I believe. You also have to lose at least one event that happens when you lose a battle. You have to have that event trigger, and I believe that's all the requirements to get the event with Suika. And yeah. So now we have access to Suika, who is freaking awesome. She's only level 23, but she has really strong physical attack, decent defenses, and she's a little on the slow side. But Pandemonium deals damage multiple times per use. Pandemonium is kind of a random wildcard move, but it's really good. It's good in all situations. It's practically overpowered. So it can be used at any range. What it does is you activate the ability, and she'll attack a random number of times at a random number of people using her physical attack. So essentially, you should always use it, because as long as you do at least 3 attacks, you make up the cost. Actually, I think it's 4 attacks, but yeah, Suika is like one of the best characters in the game, if not the best. She's really good for boss fights simply because all those multiple attacks will hit one target. The only bad part, of course, is every time she does it, she is taking counterattack damage, which can be a bit rough against bosses. Alright, so that's about the gist of that, so let's go ahead and get her to join. Who do I want to use? I'll use these two, I guess. That'll work. I'll lend you my strength. Huh? I haven't even said anything. Now, no need to be shy. I'm sure you know the power of an ancient Oni well, don't you? Yes, very well indeed. Such a powerful Oni is offering her strength to you. It's so gracious and honorable, don't you think? Yes, well, it's true that you're really strong, so you'll probably be helpful. Alright, I'll be counting on you. That's good. Only like honest people after all. I do have one duty that must be carried out properly, though. What would that be? Isn't it obvious? I must have a feast to welcome my entrance into your army. Now let's drink up. Good grief. Well, it certainly helps that you have sake that is basically free. No can do. This is for Oni only. And I want to drink some human sake anyway. Come on, let's do it. I don't think we need you after all. Ha ha ha! And we got Suika. I'm guessing it's heavily wounded. Yep. And right now we have a full house of characters. We're probably gonna need to drop a few. I don't even know who I'll drop. Alright, how many actions do I have left? I have 2 actions left. Who do I want to use? Now I'll do development. That's fine. Hopefully next turn I'll have everyone healed up. And we'll talk to Suika as well. Alright, turn end. The day brought a strange sight. Kaguya was sitting upright at her desk with a writing brush in hand. She was elegantly drawing black strokes on the white calligraphy paper without even a hint of hesitation. Ah, it's rare to see you partake in calligraphy. A high-class woman would naturally have a taste for learning how to draw beautiful letters. You've learned quite a bit about the customs here, haven't you? You never did such things on the moon. I've been living here for a much longer time, after all. How does it go again? One bad apple? Anyway, I've completely forgotten about life over there. Kaguya spoke about her previous home indifferently. They had a chance to return to the lunar capital before, but they had decided to stay of their own will, and thought no further about it. It would be quite troubling if you had done calligraphy before and forgotten all about it. It's fine, I have plenty of time to waste anyway. How about you? Do you know how to do calligraphy? Perhaps a demonstration is in order. Iran received the brush from Kaguya and sat at the desk in her place. Iran's hand flew freely and skillfully across the paper, just like Kaguya's had been. Ah, you're quite good. I use a writing brush daily, so I would become good at it even if I did not want to. Though the one I use is thinner, admittedly. I see, I suppose that's true. Disorderly calligraphy signifies a disorderly mind, so you're extremely sound of mind. How wonderful. You're embarrassing me, princess. Speaking of which, the not-so-sound ones are late. Did you require them for something? Yes, sort of. Perhaps if I laid a rabbit trap. Just as Kaguya finished speaking, Raisen and Tiwi entered the room. Both of them bowed slightly to their master when they saw that she was present as well. Excuse me, princess. Did you call for us? You came at a good time, Inaba and Inaba. Take a look at this. Princess, we're not sure whether you mean Tiwi or I. It doesn't matter, just look. Kaguya opened the calligraphy paper with both hands, showing it off to Raisen and Tiwi. The words Kaguya Hore-san were elegantly written on it. Wow, it's really good. Yes, it looks very impressive. But what does this have to do with us? You were moved by it, Beautiful calligraphy such as this should well be called an art by now. After all, it moves people just like other true forms of art. Raisen felt just a little giddy at the possibility that they were called here for this matter only. She tried to lean on Tiwi for support, but she stepped away slightly and caused Raisen to fall. You should be more careful. Why you? Now, this obviously isn't all I called you here for. Come over here, both of you. Yes. This one's for you, Inaba. And Inaba, this one is yours. They're perfect. The two rabbits looked down at their chests to see a tiny piece of calligraphy paper stuck there. The paper held Raisen's and Tiwi's names, which Kaguya had apparently drawn. What is this? It's a name tag for you two, of course. Now I can call you by your names, Raisen. My, what's wrong? Are you so touched that you can't even speak? The fact that you still haven't memorized my name makes me emotional in a different way, so emotional that I want to cry. I've been here for so long. Yes, you have been here for a very long time. Princess. Raisen thought that she saw Kaguya's expression change for a second, but it was so quick that she couldn't be sure. Anyway, I took the time to write out your name, so take care of it, You two can leave now. Thank you for your hard work. I still don't really know what's going on, but please excuse us. Thank you very much. I'll treasure it for life. And still confused, Raisen and the seemingly happy Tiwi left the room at Kaguya's urging. With just Kaguya and Iran remaining, silence fell upon the room again, until Iran broke it. Princess, you actually think about things quite a bit, huh? Don't act as if I'm dumb. Actually, or anyway, let's leave our nosiness at that. I'll be taking a nap. Kaguya finished what she wanted to say, then left to her room for an afternoon nap. Raisen had been depressed for a while now, and Kaguya was clearly worried about her. Alright. No further attacks. I don't have enough to heal! Are you kidding me? Everything's so expensive. Oh, okay. It did carry over the damage. So all the damage I took fighting freaking Suika carried over. That's good to know. At the very least, let's get these people healed. Okay, never mind. I can't afford it. Oh well, it's almost there. Yeah, this is what you get if you rush and don't take time to develop. Then again, if you take too long developing, it gives more time for the opponent to level up as well. So it's something you have to consider. All right, what should the team be? I'll worry about that later. Let's go ahead and get this set up. There we go. Yay, finally, we're all healed. Is there any new items? No. Also, our current power level is over 19,000. We're actually higher than everyone else is, simply because we just have more troops, I think. Yeah, we have the maximum amount of troops, so 25 is the max. Okay. I think I'll go ahead and call this a video, though. So, I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this was Sengoku Gensokyo. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later.